Las Vegas, this is not goodbye. Like, we will for sure be back. But right now it's time to go home, spend time with family, and you know, I mean, not even just like whether we move here or not, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be visiting a lot, and you know how our vacations are, yo. We take long ass vacations, so we'll be back for sure. Las Vegas is always second home. Today, y'all, Island Girls, and we are back with another video. Welcome back to our channel, you guys.
So obviously we all know that it's been a hot minute since we've been back.
I'm sure y'all see the title, y'all saw the first clip in this video, and no, it's not a joke, it's not a prank. Like, we're legit moving back home. We're actually like currently in Korea right now because
so we're jumping straight to it.
Right, we're here for a tournament, and we're gonna be traveling here a lot.
But yeah, guys, we are currently in Korea. We're leaving Korea in a couple of days, actually, to go back home and visit our family and be with our family and stuff like that.
And then we'll be back in Korea again.
Yeah,
so this year,
be back and forth.
This year we're just gonna be traveling a lot, y'all.
Yes.
A lot of people were surprised. I mean, the ones that know, obviously, that we're moving back home, they're surprised and kind of like mad and sad, mixed emotions.
Not a lot of people know.
Yeah, not a lot of people know.
So
mind you, we came to Korea like a week and a half ago, and just now we're doing the video of us saying we're moving back home.
It's a new chapter for us,
It's a new chapter.
One that we're excited for. You know, we're not sad or anything. We're not dwelling on the past, or we're not gonna dwell on a closed chapter of our lives. But just to kind of like put it into context for you guys, we went back to Vegas. I don't know how many of you guys follow us on Instagram.
By the way, if you guys are not following social medias, follow us. It will be on the screen and down below in the description.
Like I said, guys, we may not really post pictures on Instagram, but we always post stories. So it's like, if you want to keep up with us, follow us on Instagram. But anyways, those who follow us on Instagram and watch our stories, you guys know that we were back in Vegas, and we're there for a couple weeks, and it's like now we're back here.
Y'all know we're originally from the islands, right? Every time we visit back home and we were about to head back to the States, back to Las Vegas, we did feel homesick. Obviously, homesick comes naturally, but we'll eventually get over the homesickness. But this time was so different, y'all. Very different when it comes to like emotions and like.
And it's crazy because like this wasn't the longest we've been like away from Vegas. Like I think it wasn't around COVID time. We were actually back home for almost a year.
This time around, they shut down the flights and everything.
Yeah, so this time around we were only gone for about 6 months. So it's not because like, oh, we were there longer, that's why it was harder. It's just like every time we go back home, which we go quite often, you guys know that, it just gets harder and harder for us to leave. So,
but like I was saying, this time was just different. Her dad had dropped us to the Saipan International Airport, and y'all, we already immediately started feeling it the moment we were waiting to board into, you know, our next.
More like a couple of days before we left. That's when I was
pretty much, yeah. So like I said, it was different, and when we got to Vegas, it confirmed that like the feeling was just different. Yo, Las Vegas, I love Las Vegas. There's no other place I'd move to in the States other than Las Vegas or like Nevada. So that's always gonna be like second home to us. Like, that's Las Vegas is always in our heart. And just to put it out there, y'all, like, just because we're moving back home doesn't mean we're not ever gonna go to the States again. Like, if anything, we're gonna be traveling a lot more to the States. So to our friends and family that were expecting to see us this year, you'll probably see us this year. We actually have a lot of traveling plans coming up for this year. We already have a lot planned, so we're gonna be looking into that. But yeah, when we got to Las Vegas, y'all, it just felt so different, and it was beating me up mentally. And y'all know me, I have a history of like bad anxiety. It happened when I was deployed, and I came back. I noticed like mentally I was like feeling a lot anxious, and like the anxiety was like on 2000. When we got back to Las Vegas, we were there for a couple days. It felt good to be back on like Las Vegas soil. But it just didn't feel like home. It didn't feel like those times where we would go back to Las Vegas after a long ass vacation. It was very different.
Very different.
And then we just tried to like brush it off and try to ignore it. And it came to the point where it was really like bad. Like, I mean, I would call my parents, and then when I hang up, I'd like get emotional because I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss my parents and, you know, the family, this and that. And obviously she could say the same.
Yeah, guys, it was so bad. Like, okay, so mind you, the time difference, right? There's like a huge difference.
Huge difference.
Like here back home is like 17, 18 hours ahead, right? So it's obviously like it's gonna take time, right, to adjust to the time going back to Vegas.
So you'll be jet lagged, period.
But even though like there's such a big like time difference, Riri and I never really had a problem like adjusting. Like when we go to Vegas to back home or Vegas to here to Korea, it's like it's never a problem for us to like adjust to the sleeping schedule and stuff. It's like we travel overnight, so we sleep on the plane, and then we get here early morning, we're up all day, and then we sleep by like nighttime, right? So it's like it's smooth. But this time around, literally for like a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks, Riri and I have been staying up till like 6, 7 a.m.
And I swear it's not a jet lag. We would have been, like she said, we would have been good with the jet lag. But we were just so homesick that it interrupted our sleep. We were losing sleep. We were actually losing meals too, because like our sleep schedule was so bad. Off. So it's like some days we're having 1 meal a day. And then with me, y'all, like the anxiety was like hitting me like back to back to back. Like, I don't know, it was just crazy. Like,
it was bad, y'all. Like
I think it was the second night I had a panic attack. It was to the point where I thought I was gonna die because I couldn't catch my breath. And you know, Church had to wake up and like kind of like calm me down. I was listening to gospel music, and I was just like taking deep breaths, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't catch my breath. And I thought it was gonna be that one time, but it wasn't. I had it the next day or the next 2 days, and it was just constant. And I'm like, you know what, like I know God is telling us something, and we need to stop ignoring the signs.
So initially we went back out. You know, we had a set agenda. You know, babe, we're so excited to get back. You know, get back to the routine, get back to our home and everything like that. But like we said, once we landed, it just felt different, y'all. So we just, like, long story short, we came to the conclusion that Vegas just wasn't home for us anymore.
It'll always be second home, but like in the meantime, at least it was not home.
So at least for now, like Vegas just did not feel like home anymore. It did not feel the same as last time. So one day Riri and I just had it so rough, like after multiple days and nights of sleepless nights of like just struggling and like missing our family, and like I'm not gonna lie, I even broke down a couple nights because that's how bad it was.
And I didn't know I would be
that's
like
how bad it was. You know, I was just like sitting there praying, like crying to God, like, you know, Father, please give me comfort in this, because that's what I need right now. Like, I need comfort, I need strength and all that stuff. And every night, you know, I'm in my Bible, I'm in my word, and I'm just praying and praying. And it just like, some days were better than others, but it was just like so rough to where I would literally just pray hard on it. Like, you know, what is your will for us? Because if it's not for us to be here in Vegas, and then let it be, you know what I mean? Like, whatever God's will is for us, let it be done. So yeah, I mean, shortly after, I mean, we were literally in Vegas for like 2 weeks, and then we left.
I know people are freaking out like, didn't y'all just get to Las Vegas? Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah, after we kept praying about it, kept praying on it, kept feeling the same, like, you know, almost to like a depression kind of like mode.
And that's what we didn't want to get ourselves to. And I was already dealing with anxiety, mind you. So
we just, you know, we prayed to God, and God ended up giving us, you know, he ended up speaking to us, giving us signs like, this is not where you belong, at least for right now. So, you know, us being the obedient children that we are, Riri and I just came to a conclusion that let's do what makes our heart happy.
It's kind of like that saying, you know, that saying where it says sometimes that move you're scared to make might just be that move. I feel like this was pretty much our move. You know, like, because
mind you guys, like Riri and I never thought about moving back home until after we have our baby, right? And like maybe like when they're like 1 or 2 years old, that's when we were like, okay, let's move back home and let our baby spend time with their grandparents and grow up with their cousins a little bit. But y'all know that oh, by the way, I'm still not pregnant. I know a lot of
she's not pregnant, but we're still working
so this is a lot earlier than what we had originally planned, but you know, over the past couple of months, Riri and I have learned that it's not our plans, it's God's plans. So, and it's his timing above all. So
when we both said like, babe, it's time for us to move back home, we're both like trying to let it sink in. Like, obviously home is gonna be home. That's where the heart is. But like she said, we never expected to move this soon. But like, you know, God, he's the one that holds the pen to this story. So if he says, like she says, we're just trying to be obedient. If he says it's time to go, it's time to go, and whatnot, And that's one thing I kind of wanted to like talk about. No, we did not quit YouTube. We're still doing YouTube, and we're gonna continue to do not only YouTube but social media. So TikTok, y'all, we've been active on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. But yeah, so I'm not the type of person that likes to give excuses as to being inconsistent on YouTube, but I'm gonna be completely transparent with y'all. The reason why we've been so inconsistent with YouTube is because I don't know if y'all could tell from our social medias, but like we're moving in a very godly way. So you know, when it comes to like your walk with Christ, or when it comes to you wholeheartedly giving your life to Christ, and genuinely, you know, there comes a season where you got to get isolated, and we were in that season where it was just isolation, where all we wanted to do was just worship, listen to gospel music, get to know God by reading our Bible and stuff like that. And we will do videos like here and there, like we're doing videos, but we're so inconsistent. But that's where we were, y'all.
We're focused on
and I know we're both like, obviously we're homosexuals, but that never gets to us, y'all. Like as we build our relationship with God, like none of the negative comments, or none of the comments that say, oh, you can't give your life to God, you can't go to heaven because you're gay, like I laugh at it, not in like a teasing way, but in a way where like, if only you knew.
Only God can judge. Only
God can judge, yo. First, that's one. Like only God can judge.
Yeah. But I mean, we don't really get a lot of those comments.
Yeah.
We actually, I'm thankful that actually a lot of people have been coming to us like, how do you keep your faith?
For spiritual advice, yeah.
Yeah, like how do you keep your faith, knowing that you know you're homosexual, and you know this is what the Bible says about that and that, and it's honestly been like making me happy, because I'm proud to give my opinion and my statement on that.
And to everyone out there that are homosexuals, or even just heterosexuals that are trying to build the relationship with God, but I mainly like to put it on like the homosexuals, because obviously we're the ones that get looked at when it comes to like, oh, you know, they're devil children because they're gay and stuff like that. Y'all, if you want to like give your life to God, we're living proof. We have multiple prayers that have been answered from God. Like we're living proof. Like that is no lie. Like if you just wholeheartedly and genuinely give your life to God, God loves you for you, y'all. God knew who you were before he placed you in your mother's womb. Like, and you know, me and Trina came to a point where we're like, you know what, if God is telling us that we shouldn't be together, we're okay with that.
Then
like,
let it be.
Let it be. I'll be single
that
for the rest of my life, because I was like, Father God, I am not attracted to men whatsoever. I don't think anything's going to change my mind. I already experienced that, and it gave confirmation like that's not me. So if I just have to be friends with you and just, you know what I mean, and it's just going to be that, then so be it. But like God had told me otherwise, you know. So me and my wife just been moving how we've been moving, but this time with God in the center, you know what I mean? And
yeah. This time around, y'all, God is always at the forefront of our marriage. So that's exactly how we've been moving lately. We have not been happier. Like, my heart is so happy where we're at right now, and excited to get this new chapter started.
So yeah, I just wanted to give like encouragement to those, because we have been getting a lot of DMs and other like, you know, private messages about like having to build your relationship with God, knowing that you're homosexual or anything like that. So I'm just letting y'all know right now, living proof. Give your life to God. Don't care about what other people got to say, because the only judgment that matters is God. So,
and I promise you, once you give your life to God, that's gonna be the best decision you ever make in your life. Yes, I promise you.
Yes, y'all. So there you go, y'all. We're moving back home. 1, 2, we did not quit YouTube. 3, we're still going with the baby process. We were supposed to do it when we got back to Las Vegas, but like I said, things kind of like changed.
God was like, not yet.
Yes. So
but
we are going with a known donor. We're gonna keep that secret. That's forever gonna be like, that's coming down with us to the grave kind of stuff. So you know, we got things settled with that donor, and he was very understanding about
going as planned.
Everything is going as planned. So like, I know y'all
still in the works.
I appreciate y'all rooting for us to become parents. I'm rooting for ourselves as well, but like I said, it's not our timing, it's God's.
Yeah, not right now.
And 4,
we're back in Korea for softball.
Back in Korea for a tournament. So this year we already have a lot planned. Y'all know that my cousin is currently in Las Vegas. She was pretty upset about us leaving, but she was very understanding, and I have my best friend and other friends that are in Las Vegas and elsewhere in the United States. Y'all, we will be traveling to the States. Just because we're back home don't mean we're like locked down to back home. We're actually gonna
be getting out.
I feel like we're gonna be getting out, like traveling a lot more. And I promised them, I was like, you know how when we're in Las Vegas we'll travel back home and we'll be back home for a while. I feel like that's gonna happen now that we're back home. We're gonna go back to the States and travel for a while and make it worth it. We promised them that we're gonna make it worth it. So,
and then I also see a lot of messages asking us if we move to Korea. No, we have not moved to Korea. We're just here a lot because of sports, like
and my sister's
and then her
here,
sister's here, so it's like nice to spend time with them while we're also on the team with her. So
yeah, and we've made a lot of great friends here, y'all, through softball and just through being here.
And not to mention, I love Korea. Yeah. Like, I love the coffee here, the prices here. Like,
I don't like the winter here though, y'all. Remind me to never come here in the winter because it is different. Like, it is, to me, it's, I've been to New York in like February and January. It's different. But yeah, y'all, that's the spill.
Sorry if this video was like all over the place.
It's because it went from like moving to us, but you know, I gotta give God the glory.
Yes.
This is the reason why we made the move, y'all. And I'm telling you, the moment we purchased our ticket to go back home was like instant peace. We had instant peace within us.
And like, I forgot to tell y'all, things happen for a reason, because maybe like a week after we decided to like move back home, I found out something that I can't really say right now, but I was like, wow, this is the reason why we're moving back home.
So let me tell you this, y'all. Now I'm kind of going back to the whole like
God just like opened our eyes and like it just blew my mind. Yeah. And I was like, it kind of brings me back to the scripture where it says like, you don't understand what I'm doing now, but soon you will. And I was like, no.
And I was about to say that.
I see what you're doing, God. I see it.
I was about to say that, but I was trying to let her finish. So I was trying to say, like, when we were going through that whole, like, why are we feeling like this? You know, we've never felt like this.
Yeah, we questioned it because
we kept questioning it.
We thought we belonged to Vegas, right? Like, that's
at least for a little bit, you know. And I love Vegas. We were there for like what?
Since 2019.
Yeah, so y'all do the math. But yeah, we were just thinking like, why are we getting this feeling? Like, it doesn't make sense. And then we're like, you know what, let's move back home. And we're like, wait, we're really moving back home this soon, you know? Like, obviously we had plans to get things done in Las Vegas and then the States, get our baby and do more content, blasey. But we were just like so confused. And the scripture that kept staying in my head was John 13:7, though you may not know now, but soon you will. We went to Las Vegas for 2 weeks, spent thousands, then spend thousands coming back. But y'all, I'm not gonna dwell on the past. Like, things happen for a reason, and it's like I have peace with it. Like, even though we spent so much money to go there and come back and to move things and to send an application, like I'm okay with it because I see now, you know what I mean? And
like I said, we have never been happier. Now it's like hitting us like, wow, babe, we're actually gonna be living back home. We get to spend time with our parents. We get to see them every day. Like, our nieces and nephews are
both our parents wanted us to move back home long time ago. I'd say like 4 or 5 years ago, they wanted us to do that. We always ended up coming out and telling, and you know, they're always the ones that were like, I'm not gonna stop you from doing your goals and plans and whatnot. So, you know, they made us go back even though they really wanted us to stay back home. So now they're like extremely excited. My mom couldn't stop smiling. My dad, I could tell, he got emotional. Trina's dad was so excited. Her mom got emotional. And
it's just like Ruby and I just had to talk, and it's like, what is really keeping us out here? You know what I mean? Because,
you know, I'm not in the military.
Yeah, she's not in the military no more. We're content creators, so we literally could work from anywhere in the world. Why are we not going back home to spend more time with our family?
And don't get me wrong, being in the States is more convenient as content creators because there's just a million things to do. But like I said, my wife and I are we're gonna be traveling a lot. Like, we already made plans to go back to Las Vegas. We made plans to go back elsewhere in the States. Yeah. So y'all just stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and with that being said, y'all, please give us some grace because the internet back home is not the greatest. It's hard to stay consistent and say like, okay, new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, right? Because it's like, unless we like pre-record and like do everything, we cannot like just upload videos same day because of how the internet is. Because, you know, it's a small island and, you know, things aren't the greatest there. The resources there is not the greatest. So just give us some grace and bear with us. We will push out videos as much as we could.
And we're gonna try and get the most fastest like internet possible. Obviously we need it. We work from home, and
then like us being on the island, which is like, you know, not much to do and stuff, we're gonna have to get creative. So we just ask that you guys give us grace, but we will. Patience. I'm
not gonna tell y'all that we're gonna be consistent. I'm not gonna put none of that because I don't want to say we're gonna be consistent and then we're not.
Right.
Just be expecting videos. But yeah, y'all, your island girls are going back to the island, so y'all are gonna definitely see a lot of like beach pictures, a lot of beach vlogs maybe. But you're gonna still see content out elsewhere, like I said, in the States. Yeah. I know a lot of our friends are kind of mad that we're out because we're already planning on like meeting up this year, which don't be like down or anything because we will be back out again. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. That's where we've been. That's what's been going down. That's everything that happened. I know, forgive us, I know a lot of you guys have been like, where you guys at, like, where's your videos? I miss your videos. But you know, we decided to like, we were just so busy this past couple months and just like dealing with all this stuff that we decided like, okay babe, March 1st, let's go like put out
the video of, you know, giving you guys the news and keeping you guys like looped in, because, you know, obviously we haven't posted in a while, so y'all probably wondering like all these things. So yeah, what better way to start than a new month, you know?
It is a new month, y'all.
So yeah, we definitely want to get back to it for sure, and as much as we could, just keep posting.
We needed to push this video out. We can we continuously get text messages and like DMs like, y'all move to Korea a lot, like, so we're like, you know what, now y'all know.
Yeah, so
moving back home.
I think that's it for now. Make sure you guys follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Like I said, we're like posting a lot on there. TikTok, we've actually been posting more lately on TikTok. We're just trying to stay active on all of our social medias as much as we can. So yeah, we hope to see you guys there.
Yes, like I said again, don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Links will be on the screen and down below in the what's
in the description.
Y'all heard it. You guys were excited to be back. I'm excited to finally tell y'all that we decided to move back home. Like I said, we feel extremely happy.
Yeah, I know this is gonna shock a lot of people, especially back home, because like I said, not a lot of people know this. Only like our close family and our close friends.
Just stay tuned. Like I said, I don't want to speak on it. I'm just, God willing. But yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Treat you and Riri, we love y'all.
God bless. Peace.